right. Hello, all you night readers. It's good to have everyone here. I'm glad to see everybody. Sorry if I was a few moments late. I was on a very important phone call, so I'm sorry. Right? Unfortunately, life happens, even here at the Night Reader house. No matter how much I would rather it didn't. All right, so who do we got? We got Yvonne and Empress and JK. Rita, Tarot, Latura. How are you? Rita Gupta, how are you? Divya. I'm doing okay. Doing all right today, right? So that's a good thing. All right. Yeah, Rita, it's good to see you. So I am here, and let's get started, right? Let's get started. All right, Yvonne. Hope things are good. We had some good, really solid readings last night with Lenormand night. I'll tell you what. So I did today's daily tarot tip with Lenormand. So it was. I'm sure it was very different for you all, that everybody who looked at it. But it was last night. Like I said, I had some very, very solid readings that were almost, spooky, scary, that they were so right on about things. So that was fun. It was fun, but it was scared me to death. When I get things right like that, and I get details that are correct, almost exactly correct, or they are exact, I'll tell you what, that drives that's like scary. Because that's how Lenormand night went last night. There were some scary, spooky, not scary, but some spooky moments that just were like, whoa, how in the world did I ever get that this was exactly this issue or that issue, or, I don't know. It's crazy, but Lenormand is great that way. They really do tell a story, and they tell a great story. And I love that Lenormand deck. There is another one out there that I'd love to get. It's made by Ciro Marchetti, and that is a wonderful Lenormand deck. And it also comes with a big Lenormand cloth that you put them on, and it really that Lenormand cloth really opens up the readings even more. It almost, doubles up the meanings of cards and stuff. It's incredible, but it is a bit on the expensive side. I think it's, for the whole set, it's like $125 or something. So, oh well. We just keep on trucking. But I love the Revival art. It's nice. All right. Oh, hey, MPT. Welcome. All right. What do we got here? The general reading. Page of Cups tells me that you are happy right now, just kind of being home. All right. Not going anywhere, not doing anything. You've had enough running around. You've had enough of going places. Today is really a good day to stay home and not have to worry about changing things, right? Nothing needs to change today. And that would be great. That would be great for you, right? I think you are a bit emotionally fragile, but I think there is some emotional healing coming as well. So, you go from emotionally fragile here to emotional healing. And, that's a pretty good jump for you. The Four of Swords, of course, goes along with my 4 R's. The 4 R's of the Four of Swords, which is rest and relax and renew, and then feel relief. Yeah, so you get that, right? You always have your family in your heart right next to you all the time, right? They're always in your mind. They're always right there with you. I do see some new ideas coming to you, some new things, new information maybe. Yeah, Swords is all about information. It's all about messages. It's all about stuff like that. And that's what you have right there with the Ace, right? Being very new. Everything is new with the Aces. I could always just say, oh yeah, it's a new beginning. And I would be right with every single Ace. But it is a new beginning of some sort. But it's, also a new message or vision, but it's going to be very clear. It's always made very clear, I think, with the Ace of Swords. At least this deck shows that it's very clear. It comes straight in, right? And it's clear. The Seven of Swords says you would like to escape. You would like to escape at times, but today is not the day to do that. Definitely not. Like I said, today is a good day to just be home and just kind of do, like I said, rest and relax and renew, and then you'll feel relieved, and that will be a good thing for you, Yvonne. All right, so that is what I get for you. Okay, give me one quick second. All right, good. Yes, that's what I get for you, Yvonne. Thank you. I know I had no Farrells in the morning show yesterday, and then Yvonne was here last night. I was like, oh no. I was thinking at first, am I going to have a whole day without anyone from the Farrell family representing themselves? That is abnormal. That is very abnormal. I don't know if I can handle a day like that. All right. So, Empress Love, what's going on? A general reading for October. That sounds nice. Sounds like a good idea. I hope you're doing well. It's always nice to have you here. It's nice to see you. It's nice to see that you also cross over to MPT's show. I see you over there as well, and it's nice. I really do appreciate everybody who follows me when they go over and follow her show, because a lot of her followers, of course, then come here and they follow me too. So it's a great thing, the amount of crossover that we have between our shows, and it's always greatly appreciated. So thank you for everybody who can make it. I understand time constraints and stuff too. We go from 11:30 my time, right? My time, at least 11:30 a.m. until 2 o'clock p.m. So that's 2.5 hours of tarot with a little break in between, right? We have a little, usually it's supposed to be a half hour, but usually it only turns out to be about 20 minutes in between for us. All right, so generally for October, I see, again, you got that Ace of Swords. It's going to be you're going to have some very new ideas, some new communication coming in. The Page of Swords says you should be very alert about that and be smart about it, right? When it comes to you, when that information gets to you, be smart about it. Make sure you are thinking about things before you make a decision. Yeah. Otherwise, I think if you don't stay on your toes with whatever the information is that's coming in, this new information that's coming in, if you don't stay on your toes, I think you could be almost deceived, or, it's like an illusion. Things may not be exactly what they seem to be. I do think the Four of Rods is telling you that there is some type of special event that's coming up in October. Something something important to you. I mean, of course, it may not make sense to everybody, but I think it's important to you. Probably like a birthday or something, right? Like that. Well, it's MPT's birthday in October, so if nothing else, we have to celebrate that. Plus 2 of my kids are in October. But yeah, so the 8 of Cups tells me that it's time to get rid of some old baggage, right? And there's something something that you're sending away. Here you are in the background, you're sending this away, and it can't come back because you've lined up all the cups on the path. So make sure in October, right, you get rid of old, good riddance to old rubbish, right? Or something like that. I don't know. I can butcher a lot of great sayings, so maybe that's one of them. But that's what I get for you, Empress Love. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. JK, what's going on? Will you become a successful lawyer one day? All right, let's see. A successful lawyer for a day. I mean, one day, not for a day. It's not like king for a day or queen for a day. You'd like to be a successful lawyer one day, for many days, for a long time. Whoops. Yeah. All right, let's see what we get for you. Will you become a successful lawyer? So I think you've been planning for this. I think you're very organized about it. I think you're getting stuff in order to have this happen for you, right? You're going to school or planning on going to school. That would be probably a better way, because the Queen of Pentacles is all about planning and organizing. I think doing this, actually, I think you're planning on going to school, but actually going may be a little difficult because follow through is not your strongest quality. But I do think you will end up pushing yourself to do that because that's what you want to do. Right? You're going to need to protect yourself from outside influences that may be coming in, right? Make sure that you nurture yourself. But yeah, you definitely want to take care of yourself that way, because you don't want things to take you away from your studies, right? Those studies are going to be extremely important, and you don't want anything here to take you away. So you want to protect yourself, right? I think things will change, right? You're going to go to school, and that's going to change. You're going to go to university, wherever that is, and whatever that looks like to you, that will be a big change for you. But then, when you start, that's what the change is, going from where you are now to going to law school. And that's big, right? That's a big deal. So that's what comes out of this, right? Is going to law school. Now at law school, of course, I think that you will have, I think you'll be very thankful that you made it to law school. I think you'll feel like you have, it's almost like a gift to you. And I think you'll be very thankful for having it, right? I think going to law school is something you'll be very thankful for. And of course, there in the end, you see the Six of Wands, all about success and recognition and being confident in yourself to do it, because you can be. But yeah, absolutely, you will be successful becoming a lawyer. You will be confident in your abilities. People will recognize you as a good lawyer, and you will have a lot of support. There will be a lot of people who support you and use your services, right? That's what you want. That's the goal, right? Use your services. So I know it's tough to see in this card, but most of my 6 of Wands cards that I have show that there's always a lot of people back here in the background showing a lot of support. So that's what I get for you, JK. I think it looks good. I think there's just, I think if you just watch everything that's going on and make sure you stick to the plan, right? Stick to the plan, man. Yeah, stick to the plan. I think you'll be all right. So, all right. WJ says, I hope you are doing well. I'm doing okay. Yep, I am doing well. Will I reconcile with my husband? Will you reconcile with your husband? All right, let's see what we get for you, Divya. Oh, that's not what I wanted to happen. Like Butterfingers today. Yeah, all over, I know. All right, let's see what we get here. Let us see. Will you reconcile with your husband? So I see here in the beginning of this, I think that, there is information. There will be information coming to you. And, I always say, I don't like to give bad news, but I have to tell the truth, right? I have to tell you what the cards show me. I think the information you get is going to be very hurtful. I think it's going to let you know that your husband has moved on. I think that he is moving on. I think he is just tired of the conflict. I think he's tired of the fighting and arguing. And things are just getting too serious for him. Things were not going in the right direction, and that's why you split up. And I think he's changed his outlook on things. I think he's changed his whole point of view on the relationship and the way things went and the way things are going, how things would go if you did get back together, how what would really change, what has really changed. If he was the problem, then, people don't really change. And if you were the problem, well, again, people don't really change a lot. And if it was both of you, of course, and I'm sure it is always, most of the time it is both people, most of the time, but not always. But yeah, I think that there's that whole fighting and arguing and all that aspect. Once it starts to get into serious, really serious arguments about things, I don't know that going back is the right way to go at that point. And I don't see where that happens. His outlook is different. And I think that's what you're going to find out here, that he's moved on. And of course, that's going to hurt your feelings. And I know that it will. And I hate to tell you that. I hate to say, oh, you're going to have hurt feelings. Because that's not what you want to hear. I don't want you to hear it either. But I have to tell you the truth, right? And I have to tell you what the cards say. And that's what I'm getting. That was definitely what I was getting. Sorry. All right, Rita, when will you find your love partner? last night also we had our Harry Potter moments. I explained to everybody during Lenormand night. Lenormand has some cards about things that I don't like to talk about, right? I get embarrassed very easily, and I'm actually very, very shy. So there's things in there about different topics that I don't like to talk about in public. But I have to, because that's what the card means, right? So of course the card is Lily, the lily or the lilies. And what did I say yesterday? I said, it's like Harry Potter in the very first movie. When he's sitting under the sorting hat and he keeps saying, not Slytherin, not Slytherin, not Slytherin, right? Every time I put out the Lenormand cards, I think to myself, not Lily, not Lily, not lilies. Yeah. If you don't know what I'm talking about, if you weren't here last night, you did not see any of the readings, look that up. You take a moment, look it up. You can find out what lilies means in Lenormand. All right, when will you find your love partner? I think you've been working on this for a while, right, Rita? This is something you've been working on for a while, and I think you planted the seeds a long time back, and I think finally things are starting to grow. So I think that partner, that love partner is not terribly far away. I think once you find them, you're going to hold on to them very, very tightly. I don't think you're going to let go. Not very easily, that's for sure. You certainly won't. I think you'll feel like you are going to be able to choose your happiness and look to the future for good things to happen, right? But that's all under your control. Keep that in mind. Again, I think you will be successful. I think you'll feel very confident when you find this person. And again, you will have a lot of support. You'll have all that support that's there. I do believe there are a lot of things you're going to have to decide about first before this person comes along. And that is, that's what's taking so long. I think there's things in your life right now that you have to decide on, make choices. And that is where you need to start. Make those choices, make those decisions, and then, once you do that, I think someone will be coming fairly soon, right? In the next couple months, probably. So that's what I see for you, Rita. Thank you. Tarot Latura. Welcome to the channel. It is good to have you here. I do appreciate you being here. And I would truly appreciate it if you would like and subscribe, get your notifications so that you can see that I'm here twice a day, every single day. And I am also, I send out daily tarot tips. So you will get the notification that when that goes out every single day. I send them out the same time every day, so it's, you can kind of count on them to be there at the same time. I always send them out at 9:00 a.m. Eastern Time. And let's see. You would like to know why Charles, the Sagittarius, post on his Facebook the picture. Does it mean something? So he posted a picture that you found to be not appropriate to you. Or not, I don't know about appropriate, but just not, you didn't approve of it. Let's put it that way, right? He posted a picture that you didn't really approve of. And you want to know, did it mean, was there a reason for it? Was there a meaning behind it? Right? Or maybe it was a picture that, you know, maybe the two of you were together at one time and he posted a picture of the two of you together and you're not together anymore. And you're curious as to, okay, why would he post a picture of the two of us when we're not together anymore? That's maybe where I'm looking. That's what I'm kind of thinking. Maybe I could be right. Maybe I could. Maybe I could be close to right. I think close is good with tarot, right? If you get close to the answer, I think you're in pretty good shape. If you get 80% or more of the answer right, I think you're doing all right there. I think that's a good percentage. So, yeah, if there's anybody else new here today, again, please like and subscribe. I appreciate that. Also get those notifications. They are important for you. So I think Charles has a change of heart. I think Charles had a change of heart, and I think, you know, he's tired of the cold distance between the two of you. I think he feels like the two of you have really been emotionally detached from each other. And I think that has really put a burden on him. I think he feels the weight of that now, that he, maybe maybe it's his fault that the two of you are not together. Maybe it's his fault that the two of you never got together. There's a lot of different things like that. But I do believe that it was I think he's trying to plant the seeds to a new beginning with the two of you. And of course, you start here with the Ace of Pentacles, planting the seeds. Then you go to the Ten of Pentacles, which is the end, where the seeds have already grown and life has gotten good. And you're all happy about your family and about your life and about your friends. So I think he may be looking to get back together with you. And I think that's really where things are going. I truly believe that's what happened. I think that's why that picture was posted. And I think that's what it means. He really is trying to replant the seeds of a relationship, or at least a friendship with you, and get that feeling out there. Right? All right. So, Tarot Latora, thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate it. Ross, thank you for your donation. I do greatly appreciate your generosity always. All right, let's see what we get here. You would like to know about advice from the guides about your life. You wish you were here yesterday to see the readings with Lenormand. See? Yeah, I remember you saying you did not like Lenormand. You have a lot of decks. You've been collecting for a while. You like tarot in general. I almost remember you telling me one time you did not really like Lenormand. Cards or readings. The Lenormand readings were not really your style, your cup of tea kind of deal. All right, so what do the guides advice about your life? Advice about your life. All right, well, here's what I get. First off, I think you feel like you're shut out from everything and everyone. And I think you have to get past that, right? You have to move past that quickly. You have to get over this whole idea of being alone, being pushed away, being insecure. Like I said, left out of things. You have to get past it. You have to move on from that feeling, and you have to do it quickly. You're going to, you manifest your own destiny. You are going to make your own destiny. Have confidence in that. Take the initiative to make things really good and create what you want to create around yourself. I think you look to the future. I think if you look to the future, you will find what you're looking for. I think that's what your guides are telling you. Look to the future. Look to the things you have planned. Look to the things that you want to do in the near future, and realize that those are good ideas. You're not really just stuck in one place. You don't have to be stuck in one place. You have plans of doing things, right? You have plans here in your future, and one of those plans is moving, right? We know that it's all about moving and moving. I think moving out of the country will help you move forward for sure. And I think you have to get past the whole idea of being stuck in one place, of being left out and insecure. You have to get past those feelings if you want to move forward about with your life. And I think that's kind of what the guidance is that I feel when I look at the cards and when I read about you and this question. I really think that's kind of what the story about it is. Make things yourself. Make things on your own. Make your future the way you want it to be. Look to the future. The future is going to be what is going to, really build you up. Things happening in the future will build you up, but you got to get rid of these two things, right? The stuck feeling, the insecure feeling. You got to get past them very quickly, because that's just not the way it is. It's not that way for you. This is in your head, right? This is you here. This is in your head. This is all in your head. Look at the size of that key, right? You can open that door, but it's all in your head that you can't get up. Keep that in mind. And that's what I get for you, Ross. Thank you so much again for donating, and thank you for your generosity. You have so many things to look forward to, right? You have such a future to look forward to that, I think there's a lot there for you. All right. So, Nahian, can I get a love reading, please? Absolutely. Sapphire Blue, welcome. Excuse me. All right, so Sapphire Blue, Star S. Hello to all of you. Jotu, welcome back. Welcome back to you. Harmony, it's good to have you here. Thanks for being here. Again, thank you for everyone who comes over from Modern Priscilla Tarot show to see my show. And also, I appreciate you guys who all can afford to take the time to go to her show after this show and have that crossover audience, because we really do. We have a very similar style, and nobody reads the same, of course. No two tarot readers read exactly the same, which is great because you get a variety that way. But I think we run our shows pretty close to each other. I'm speaking for her, and I hope I'm not speaking out of turn. But I do think that we run our shows in a very similar style. And I know you guys, everybody who follows me, of course, must enjoy it, must enjoy my style of doing things. And I have to say, if you enjoy my style, you would enjoy her style. and vice versa. I think if you really enjoy her style, then yeah, you will enjoy mine. So I do appreciate everybody of hers that comes over, and I really tell everybody who's here from my show always that her show is a wonderful show too, and it's on within a half hour after my show. Usually closer to 20 minutes, but that's okay. All right, our love reading. I think you are just feeling like you were going around and around and around and not getting anywhere. You're getting nowhere quickly. You're like a horse on the merry-go-round, right? You're just going around and around. You're like the horse, up and down and around and around. I think this causes anxiety for you. I think that it's very stressful, but I think there is new information coming to you about love, right? I'm going to tell you, you want a love reading, and I have nothing that tells me anything really good about being in love or finding love, unfortunately. But I do think there's a message coming to you that will be very clear about it. I just think that there's too much right now. There's too much of a struggle going on inside you. Maybe you had a bad relationship in the recent past and split up, or you had like I said, a relationship that went bad. Maybe it wasn't quite as recent, but it's still, to you, it's still very hurtful. And, I understand that. I absolutely understand that it takes a long time sometimes to get over a relationship based on how close you are and how long it was. But I think you are struggling with that right now on your own. And, that's difficult, right? It's difficult. You feel very emotionally detached from people. You feel very, very independent. You feel like you're on your own a lot. And you also feel like, or I should say, I feel like you have known the sadness in your life. You have known this sadness. And that's why it's a struggle for you to move forward. And that's why the anxiety, and that's why you're just going around and around and not getting anywhere. So something to think about. I know, again, I hate to give bad messages. I don't like to give messages that are sad or, negative, but I have to tell you the truth. I have to tell you what my cards are telling me. All right. So thank you. Thank you very much for being here. I do appreciate it. I know you are new because I do not remember seeing you before. So, yeah, so thank you very much for being here. It's always nice. It's always nice to have new people. Remember, you like, you subscribe, get those notifications. And Star S says, any information on the man I'll marry? Any information on the man you'll marry? I took French in high school and BT for 2 years. I can butcher French just like I butcher English. Monsieur, Garcon. Yeah. Yep. Mademoiselle. See, I know all the good French words. I know, I just kid. I'm kidding, Ross, I swear. I joke. Only because I think that I can. Hey, Banshee, welcome. Thanks for being here. Mansoor, you like that one? That's good. All right. Any information on the man you'll marry? I think you are planting the seed to find the person exactly right for you. Right? I think you figure if you plant a seed, maybe he'll grow. Maybe he will grow. You'll find him one day with his feet stuck in the ground, and this wonderful, beautiful man will be standing there. Well, he'll be growing there. Yeah. No, I do think you are starting, though, right? You're planting the seeds because you do want something to grow. You want a relationship to grow, of course. And I think you will achieve that. I think you'll find it. I think it's all about being successful, right? You'll be successful in finding someone, that's for sure. This seems to have been a burden for you, though, lately, right? I think lately you are very weighed down by some baggage that's going on, and that is difficult. That's been very difficult for you. It's not making any information or any man coming your way because you are just bagged down. You're bogged down, with baggage. I think you are at a point where you've really hit a barrier, right? And well, you've hit a barrier because you got a blindfold on. You're walking, and boom, you hit that barrier, and it is, now you don't know which way to go because you still have the blindfold on, and you're at a crossroads, and you got to get away from this barrier. That barrier is information. That's the information about the man you're going to marry. That barrier is, what's on the other side of that barrier may be the person that you are going to marry. But you have to find a way. You have to find your way around it without taking the blindfold off, right? And that's not easy. That's going to be very, very difficult for you. I hate to say. The Four of Cups tells me right now you're just frustrated. You are just so frustrated. You've had enough. You've had enough of this whole craziness about, where is this man? What kind of man is it going to be? What's he going to do? What's he going to be like? And you're kind of fed up with trying to figure it all out, but you keep trying. I'll say you are determined, that's for sure. You are determined. You push yourself. But I just, I'm not getting any information. I didn't get any court cards that kind of give you an indication of people's personalities and stuff. I got all, minor arcana numbered cards. So I have, honestly, with this reading, I have no information on the man you'll marry, and I think that's because you are at that barrier and this person is on the other side, and we just can't see on the other side of that barrier. We can't get to it yet. Once you get around the corner, once you figure out how to do that, I truly believe then you will have a much clearer idea. You'll take the blindfold off, and I think you'll see exactly what you're looking for. All right? So, I know. Was I a lot of help? Probably not, Star S. I'm sorry. It wasn't really what you were looking for. It wasn't the information you wanted. You wanted to know, what's this person going to be like exactly? I understand that. I knew what the question was, but I just didn't get any cards that explained, and if I had some court cards, that would have been all right. That would have made life easier. But, so Ross, thank you again for your donation. I'm thinking this is your question hanging out here, because it does come with questions attached at the end. you'd really like to learn tarot, you have a lot of books, could you open a YouTube channel to help people with tarot, especially bring them comfort? Could it work? Was that your question for your donation? Because I do appreciate, of course, like, again, I do appreciate your donation, and I do appreciate the generosity always. Now, Serena Lim, you were not skipped. Did you donate, though? I know sometimes you donate, Serena. You did donate. Okay. All right, I will get to you next. I see your question right here. I see it. Yep, I missed you. I did miss you. I'm very sorry. All right, let me do this for Ross really fast, and I will get to yours right next. I am so sorry. As soon as I saw you say that, I'm thinking to myself, wait a second. Serena Lim usually donates. And I did not see the donation come through, but I know it did or will. So I apologize. My fault. Definitely my fault. But I see your question right here, and I will definitely get to it right next. All right, so would you be able to help people with a YouTube channel to do tarot reading, or to do tarot readings to help people? I think you would be very giving with your time. I think you would be very kind to people, and I think it would, you would almost treat it like a charity, and that's okay, because that's basically what I'm doing. I don't charge for this stuff. I don't charge for this every day. People make donations, and that's wonderful, and that keeps the show going every month. But there's no charge. It's a free show. So yeah, it's basically charity, and that's kind of how this works, and that's really how this whole thing goes. The Hermit says, you have to think about this. You'd have to think about this really long and hard. You would have to make a sacrifice, right? You're sacrificing your time. That's what you're really sacrificing. MVT can tell you as well. Both of us know that this is quite the sacrifice of our time. But we do it because we enjoy doing it. I know I'm talking for both of us, and I shouldn't, but I know she does. I know she enjoys it. So, and I enjoy it. I love doing this. I like helping people, and that's that was my goal when I started to do this. Was okay. How can I get back into the business of helping people, which isn't really a business, but it's not something I did for business success. Even though the King of Pentacles does tell you all about business success, I just think that people enjoy someone who is dependable. They know that they can count on someone, and that's what they want, right? They want somebody who is dependable, who's going to be there for them, when they need them, and they know, right? Again, I can only compare you to what I know and what I'm doing, and if you're dependable, like people know I'm here every day, 11:30 a.m., 6 o'clock p.m., and if I'm not here, several days in advance, because there's something important going on, like Monday. Tuesday, whatever day it was, Tuesday. But I was not here in the morning. But yeah, people are looking for that. They want you to be very real. They want you to be very honest. And that's why, and I struggle with that sometimes. It's difficult, right? You kind of put the walls up. You don't want to hurt. You don't want to get hurt. And you don't want to hurt other people. That's the thing, right? You don't want to hurt people's feelings, but sometimes cards don't go their way. cards just don't go their way. So do I really think that you could do this? Yes. I think you would be very excited about it. I think you would be ready to go. I think you have the creativity and the people skills to do it. And I truly believe that, yes, you would help comfort people. So if you have lots of books about tarot and you have lots of decks of cards and stuff, find the deck of cards that's the easiest to read the pictures, work with the pictures, right? The easiest, of course, to start is the Rider-Waite deck. Rider-Waite is an easy one to start with. And, that's like the starter deck everyone uses. And if you have that one, read the books, do the work, take the time to learn it. And I think you could do very well. I think you could, I mean, you're a people person. You are a helper. You are creative. And you are motivated to get going. So that's what I see. All right. Thank you again for your donation. And Sabrina, thank you for your donation. I'm very sorry that I did skip you over because I did. Not on purpose. Not on purpose. Just because I was not paying attention. Yeah, see, Modern MPT gets it. I know I speak for both of us sometimes, and I shouldn't, and I really shouldn't do that, but we really do have very similar styles, and we're both very upbeat about how things are with everyone, and we like, we genuinely like you all. That's the thing, we really enjoy everybody who comes to see our shows. We truly do. That's why I got off of Facebook, because I was not genuinely happy on Facebook because I had so many people come in and keep scamming and spamming and all kinds of garbage. It was terrible. So we get rid of Facebook. That's all. No big deal. Now we are here back on YouTube like I started in the first place. All right, Serena, you just returned to a friend group that you have, but you've not heard anything from the girls SY and J. Are they just indifferent to you now, or is it something else? Okay. So I remember you asked the other day about this. How will your friends feel? You haven't talked to them in a long time. You haven't talked to them in a while, and you want to get in touch with them, but you didn't know how they would feel. That was I remember that being your question a couple of days ago. And now, I truly believe that, so now you've done it, right? So now you did it. You got in touch with your friends and the group of friends that you were, but two people have not contacted you, or you have not been able to contact them. I think there's still hope. I think they are still, I think they were probably the two that were hurt the most by not, when you kind of left everyone in a lurch. You kind of, right? You left and that was it. And, not like you left. I don't know. I shouldn't say it like that. It's not like it was a boyfriend girlfriend kind of thing. But I think that when you stopped talking to them, these two, SY and J, were hurt more than the others. So I think the others have taken you back, and the others are okay with you, and everything's wonderful. Things are moving forward. But I think these two are still hurt, where I keep going over these cards. It's down here. SY and J are still a bit hurt, and I think they are still trying to heal a little bit, right? It does take some healing. There's still going to be some healing, but there is hope for them. And I think you will, I think the more you reach out to them and the more you talk to your other friends, right? The rest of this friend group, I think they will continue to get in touch with these two people and let them know that, you're sincere, and you're really, sorry that you didn't talk to them for so long, because you just didn't, right? It was just something. It's just the way life was at the time. I understand that. So I think there is going to be some. I think you need to be optimistic, right? There's that new start. The Fool is the beginning of the deck of tarot, and it's all about the very beginning, and that's where you're at. I think you're back at the beginning with the two of them, and they want to see exactly what's going to happen. So they're watching, right? They're watching for a little while, for a little bit of time. And sometimes I use this for time, the wheel, or the Wheel of Fortune, whatever you want to call it, right? Some call it, this one calls it just the wheel. But yeah, I think, they want to watch for a little bit of time to see if things are genuine. I think that's what they are afraid of. They're afraid that you are deceiving them, right? Not real deception, not real like heavy duty deception, like, okay, I'm lying to everybody in the group, but just that, are you going to come in for a month and then take off again and not be friends again, and not talk to everybody again? I think that's kind of what they're worried about. I think that's what they're thinking. So, you don't like change. You don't like the changes with them not being able to talk to them and not hearing anything from them, because it makes you worry, and it kind of scares you. It makes you, it makes you upset. But I think that, I think if you just keep giving it time and you keep working with the other girls in your friend group, I think they will get through to these two girls, SY and J, and I think they'll get through to them. And really, I think everything will work out in the end. I just think give it a little bit of time. I think that's what they're looking for. I think that's what they just need. They need to heal a little bit more, but have hope, right? There's always hope, and that is where you will find comfort. Okay. So Serena, thank you. Thank you so much for being generous and donating. I do appreciate that. All right. And you need to go to sleep. All right. So I've got time for one more reading unless I have other donations. See, because clearly I didn't before, right? I overlooked everything and everyone. Yeah, okay, so I don't have any more donations, so this will be my last reading for this morning's show, unless I get donations. You still have time to donate. You have time to donate. What kind of man will you eventually get married to, right? All right. So happily ever after. I really have to go back and look at last night's chat happily ever after, because I don't know. You asked for a reading late. You donated for it. And I did your reading, right? I did the reading, but I don't remember your response to it. I know you were. You usually respond to my readings and give me some kind of feedback, good, bad, or indifferent, and I don't remember seeing any last night, but I could have just missed it. Again, it was Lenormand night. You've had some bad experiences with a few readers here, huh? I'm very sorry to hear that. All right. So, all right. So what kind of person will you get married to? I think it's going to be somebody who is a distance from you. They're going to come to you from a distance, or again, a lot of times when I see distance, that can also mean like an internet dating site, something on the internet, someone you meet online. As a future snapshot, I see here that things look like they will end up really wonderfully, right? It's all about happiness and family and love there. All the emotions, all the good emotions you could have when it comes to having a family and a home and, children, the whole thing. The Two of Swords, of course, tells me that you're kind of stuck in a place that you really don't know how to get out of. You don't know where to go. You can't see which way to go, right? So now you're going to have to decide, where do I go? Which way do I go? But you can't see what's in each direction. So you kind of have to make a decision based on just yourself, not from anything else. And I do believe, no matter what decision you make, it's not going to be wrong because you've made the decision. And I truly do believe that you are struggling with this. You've been struggling with this, making a decision and moving forward in the right direction for a while. But that's difficult. I understand. Now, the person you're going to marry, what kind of man are they going to be? I really believe they are going to be very introverted. They're going to be a homebody, somebody who likes to stay home and relax and, just do stuff like that. What's that thing? No, Netflix and chill, right? Netflix and chill. I think that's their idea of a romantic evening. Instead of going out to dinner and a movie, I think they'd rather stay home and prepare a dinner and watch a movie on TV together, snuggle up on the couch kind of deal. And hey, if that is your thing, that is a wonderful thing. A lot of people don't get that. A lot of people don't have that in their lives. And if that's what makes you happy, if that's the kind of person that you are drawn to and that you enjoy spending time with, well then, awesome. That is awesome. I don't think this person is going to like to change things. So I don't think they're really going to, it's funny when I use Netflix and chill. Yeah. And I don't really, all I know is, I guess that's what that means, right? You watch Netflix and you kind of just relax. I think that's what that means. If I'm using it wrong, please somebody tell me, because I don't want to be saying something that's out of turn. But yeah, I think this person really hates to change. They're going to, they're not going to be somebody who will change. Oh, okay. Well, someone just explained it to me, and well, oh Lord, no lilies, please, no lilies. Yeah, because that's what lilies means too. And oh Lord, ooh, I'm having a hot flash now. Okay, sorry, didn't mean that. I did not mean that. I swear. Oh, happily ever after. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I've used this term many times. Oh God. Whoo, it's hot. It is hot. Whoa. All right. Well, yeah. Okay, let's move on. Oh boy. So I think this person hates change. I think they would, like I said, I think they would rather stay home and watch a movie and sit on the couch and eat dinner together. That's what I'm thinking. Oh, God. I got tears in my eyes now. Anyhow, yeah. I don't, like I said, once you find this person and they are, what you see is what you're going to get with them, because they are not going to change. They are already going to be settled in their ways, and that's the way they are. I do feel that this person is going to be very compassionate, very imaginative, right? They're going to have some very creative ideas for you and things that you can do. And I think they're going to be very romantic, right? Because after all, this is the Page of Cups, and Cups is all about emotions, and emotions can be definitely turned into romance and romanticism and being romantic. So that's the kind of person I see for you, happily ever after. Oh my gosh, I hope I did not offend you by that, because that is not what I meant. I was so wrong in so many ways. All right. Oh yeah. Okay. Thank you. Let me check for donations one last time, and I do not have any. So thank you all so much for being here. I do appreciate it. Remember, again, if you were new to the show and enjoyed the show, please please subscribe, and please get your notifications, because then those notifications, of course, will tell you that I am here every day, twice a day, 11:30 a.m., 6 o'clock p.m. The show's called Tarot Days and Nights. And who knows how I'll embarrass myself at another show like I did today. Who knows? It could happen anytime, because I am not up with the times, as you can tell. So I hope you all had a nice day. Thank you so much. I'll be back again tonight for at 6 o'clock Eastern time. And I will see you all then. Thank you. Bye now.